You've got people that are still tailgating right now. They're already, if you guys can kind of take a look over there off my shoulder, they're already starting to make lines to get into the stadium. You see a whole sea of crimson. Alabama is certainly representing down here in Miami. Not that I'm going to announce on TV, so we'll talk about that later when I get back. But I want you guys to take a look. We moved to the outside of Toys R Us now so that you guys can see the people that are still waiting just to get into the store. He gets out of his car and splashes coffee on the other driver's windshield. Then he eventually confronts him personally, and he cracks a coffee cup. If you don't have a ticket to the game, it's not a big deal. Fans say all you need are 3 things. Employees tell me the overhead door to the service department, which used to be right here, it weighed about 2,000 pounds. They say that door was made of some pretty high-strength steel. As we showed you live here on Fox 10 News at 9, the Carnival cruise ship, the Triumph, it finally made its way in front of the Alabama Cruise Terminal. One person I know that's very happy to see Carnival here, Mobile Mayor Sam Jones. Mayor, why do you think she would get in a car with Donnie on May 30th after having that conversation with? We do know that authorities and even the actual bus driver were able to identify it almost immediately as a fake weapon. Still, the boy ended up at the Foley Police Department. Why did they have you in cuffs right now?
Ask them.
So are you saying you didn't do this?
That's right.
Were you surprised when the deputies showed up to get you?
Sure was.
Why is that?
Ask them. They had guns drawn.
Investigators tell me this all began with a relationship that went very sour. One of these teens told me today that he just wanted his ex-girlfriend back, so he came up with a very elaborate plan to kidnap his girlfriend and then murder her new boyfriend. That friend then enlisted the help of another friend, and together they started gathering supplies. You admit you were conspiring to kill him, though.
At the time, but I was under a lot of stuff. I took a lot of pills and tried to overdose.
Is that an excuse?
At the time, I was really messed up.
It's a murder plot deputies say they stopped just in the nick of time. Matthew Moberg and Alan McKenna here admitting to a sinister plan that authorities say was already unfolding.
We planned it, but it was not something I was wanting to do. It was something we did out of anger and spite.
The 18-year-olds were allegedly looking to kidnap Moberg's ex-girlfriend, murder her current boyfriend, and then together flee to Mexico. Deputies say they were pretty organized, writing lists and all. Earlier this month, the pair was arrested for having stolen items like a .22 caliber rifle, a Galaxy tablet, a knife, machete, and plenty of survival supplies. All these things were on the list.
If they would not have been arrested, I have no doubt whatsoever that they would have carried out these crimes.
Officials say it was a reliable source that tipped off deputies to the bigger picture. Authorities say the two have been laughing about it all, even planning an escape from jail, but they showed our cameras a totally different side.
Sorry for everything that we are. This is embarrassing for all of us, and I'm sorry.
We wanted to just leave and get away from Alabama because everywhere is corrupt, but Alabama's the most.
Now, that other teen, McKenna, he said he didn't even really know the other 2 potential victims. He said he was really just going along with all of this because he said he would, quote, do anything for his brother. We'll, of course, continue to follow this story for you. For now, reporting live outside Mobile Metro Jail, I'm Andrew Perez. Back to you. For Kristen Calloway, it's just adding insult to injury. The 19-year-old telling Fox 10 News she was fired from her job at the Family Dollar on Pleasant Valley Road after a crook made off with more than $700.
I actually said to him, don't do this. I have a baby. I have a family. Don't do this. And I wasn't defending something that wasn't mine. If he would have said, give me your wallet, I would have given it to him.
Police say this guy, covered in makeup, dressed as a woman, was behind it all. Surveillance video showing he came back to the store Sunday night, handed Calloway a note, and revealed a handgun in his waistband. Calloway says her nerves got the best of her and she had to get her manager to open the drawer.
The manager gets wrote up, the store manager gets wrote up, but I get fired because of the money. And that was the only excuse I was given.
I went to the Family Dollar store and was told each cashier should only keep a little more than $100, depositing cash regularly in a safe box. But Calloway says she'd been alone up front, claiming her supervisor hadn't been supervising her drawer. Police have since arrested Fred McVeigh Jr. here as the man behind the makeup. McVeigh confessed as he was being arrested, not realizing who he really hurt.
I mean, I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. You ain't got no money, you got to do it. I mean, I wasn't trying to hurt nobody, you know. I'll write a book about it.
If he wouldn't have walked in that night and robbed me, I would still be at work. I'd be at work right now. But he walked in and took money, the job, my, sense of security of being anywhere. I mean, there's nothing I could do about it. They're not going to give me my job back.
For now, reporting in Mobile, I'm Andrew Perez, Fox 10 News. With posters in hand and hoodies on their backs, many supporters of Trayvon Martin headed through the streets of downtown Mobile demanding justice. Mobile now joins a long list of other cities across the country holding rallies in the wake of George Zimmerman's acquittal. Locals saying they understand the frustrations.
That's a shame that, you can go out there and really basically kill an innocent child. That's a shame that at least the guy couldn't at least just get manslaughter.
Not all the rallies, though, have been so peaceful, like this one out of Oakland, California. The shooting death of Trayvon Martin and the trial that followed took hold of the nation, bringing issues of race into the national dialogue.
If the roles were reversed, that Zimmerman was a black man and Trayvon was a white man, we think he probably would have been in jail.
You get attacked, you stand your own ground, you got a weapon, you got a permit for your weapon, you use your weapon.
Someone died regardless of their race, and someone should be accountable for it.
You're tried in a jury of your peers, and when it's over, it's over.
Now, you had more than 100 people marching through the streets of downtown Mobile. Many of them said they want the same things. Florida's Stand Your Ground law changed. While the trial is over, the dialogue has just begun. The NAACP now wants a federal civil rights lawsuit against George Zimmerman, and the Department of Justice is still investigating the case. From the back room of Chill Yogurt Cafe in Mobile, Tech Sergeant Jeffrey Cole watches his 3 children, waiting to surprise them. It's an unexpected homecoming after the F-15 fighter mechanic returned home to Mobile for the first time in more than 4 months. His kids, ages 7, 9, and 12, were excited to see their father again. Sergeant Cole says it's been a long time coming.
It's crazy. I missed them tremendously. 4 months being gone, it's a long time to be away from the kids.
The Mobile father spent the last 4 months in Afghanistan as part of Operation Enduring Freedom. With tears in their eyes, Daddy's little girls say the home visit caught them completely off guard.
I'm really happy.
Why is that?
Because he's finally home. Just happy to have him home.
As for the youngest of the 3, Logan Cole says he's got big plans this week.
Play Xbox with him, go on a roller coaster, get me a new Adidas.
Tech Sergeant Cole's wife says this happy homecoming was actually supposed to happen more than a week ago, but Cole says his travel plans were delayed 8 times prior.
And every time we got a flight, it was canceled or postponed, and so it's been 9 days getting home, and so it's been pretty rough.
I told you I'd bring you a good surprise.
Now, in the arms of his children, he says things couldn't be better. For now, reporting in Mobile, I'm Andrew Perez, Fox 10 News.